Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm going to shoot a video about the roofs, and the video will consist of two parts. In the first part we are going to talk about the linear plane roofs and how we draw them in plan and section. Okay, in linear plane roofs, what do we have? We have a building. Let's draw a rectangle here representing our building, a simple rectangular form, and the building is going to be covered with this type of a roof. Okay, in the plan there are two planes, first plane and second plane, and these planes are sloped to different directions. Okay, and of course at the border line of these roofs we are going to have what? We are going to have the rainwater drainage system. And in section, how will we see them? This roof will be seen like this. In plan view. And this type of roof will be named as gable roof. Don't forget that in gable roofs we have a gable wall right there that I hatch here. Okay, let's write some more names. What's the name of this? This is gutter. Okay, and what's the name of this? This is downspout. Similarly, this is downspout right here, and this is gutter right there. Okay, and in the second type of linear plane roofs, what will we have? We are going to have four different planes. Okay. In order to determine these different planes, we need to draw bisector lines right here. Okay, bisector lines, and right there. And we are going to do the same thing right here, right there as well. Don't forget that these are bisector lines. And we are going to combine them to each other. So now we have the first linear roof plane here, the second one there, the third one here, and the fourth one right here. Okay, we have got four different planes, and these roofs will be named as hipped roofs. And where are we going to have the drainage system? We are going to have the drainage system surrounding the entire building. These are gutters surrounding it, and we are going to put some downspouts. Okay, maybe these four will be enough. Okay, and how are we going to see the side view of it? Okay, let's draw the border lines like this. We are going to have our roof like this, and here is the gutter, here is the other gutter, and here is the building. Ends like that. Okay, and we see it. Okay, this is side view, this is also side view, and these are plans, plan view and plan. What else do we have? We have got alternative types of gable roofs. The gable roof alternative will be, just a second, gambrel roof. In gambrel roofs, we again divide the building into two, top of the building, but we generate two different planes with different angles on these roofs. Let's draw them even with faint lines like this. Okay, so here is the first roof plane. Here's the second one. Here is the third one. And the fourth one is here. Okay, and of course we are going to have the gutters here and there as well. Don't forget that gutters are optional things. You do not need to end the roof with a gutter. You can just leave it empty and you can let the water drip down, but it is not suggested in very wet climates. Okay, because the water dripping down from the roof freely to the ground is going to turn the ground into mud, and it's going to dirty the garden of your building or the near surrounding of your building as well. It is better to try to control and guide water, rainwater. And how are we going to see it? Section or inside view. Let's draw all these lines. Okay, what do we have? We have got a moderate slope right there, and we are going to have a high slope on the upper part of it. Okay, as you see, alpha and omega. Let's say alpha is smaller than, I guess that was omega. Okay, and we are going to have our building like this. Okay, what was the function of gambrel roof? It is enlarging the usable attic space. Okay, and we have got mansard roof. We can use the same principle in hipped roofs as well. But firstly, let's add some slopes here. Okay, the slopes are equal with each other, and let's assume that it is 30% and 50% here. Okay, let's draw a final drawing which is going to show us how we need to draw mansard roofs. Again, I'm putting the bisector lines. I'm connecting the intersection points to each other. Let's pass over these lines. Let's make them be seen better. Okay, it's much better now. And we are going to draw an extra line like this. Okay, now let's add our arrows. This is again 30%, 30%, 30%, and another 30% here. And we have got 50%, 50%, and 50% and 50% of planes here, and the rainwater drainage system is surrounding the entire building like this. Okay, let's put the downspout lines. And let's turn it like this. Okay, now we need to draw these lines. Again, we are going to have, excuse me, a faint and small slope here and a higher one there and here. Okay, and we are going to combine them to each other, and we are going to see a line right there as well. Okay, because this plane is sloped to two different directions, and we have our building here, and here are the gutters and downspouts. Okay, great. And now let's draw some other drawings. We have already talked in the lecture that I'm going to use this paper. I'm going to use my paper more efficiently. Okay, let's draw the plan view of the building that we work during the studio hours. We used to work at least. Okay, we used to work on a building like this. Okay, and in order to make a gable roof above this roof, okay, which will be named as cross gable roof, what you need to do, you need to draw firstly the midlines and another midline here. Now, these roof planes are going to have same slopes, which means that the top ridge purlin heights are going to change. Okay, so let's say that this is 2y and this is 2x. Okay, so this is x, x, y, y. If, excuse me, y. If x is larger than y, okay, its slope is going, and as the slopes are going to be equal, the ridge purlin is going to reach to a higher level, which means that the ridge purlin that we have over this large rectangle will be higher than this ridge purlin on the smaller, narrower part of my building, which means that they will not intersect with each other. This is on a higher level, this is on a lower level. What you need to do then, you need to again draw your bisector line here, and you need to draw another bisector line right there. Okay, so now the first roof plane that I have is this one that you see. Okay, it is sloped to this direction. Okay, with, let's assume, 40%. Okay, and this part of that roof is also sloped 40% to that direction. Okay, this part is very easy. It's already, we can easily see that it's 40% slope to that direction. Let's pass over that plane as well. Okay, so this is sloped to this direction. Okay, first roof plane, second roof plane, and third roof plane is this that we have here, and the fourth one is that we have there. Okay, and these are sloped to these directions also. Okay, and let's draw a different plan now. Let's say that this time x and y is equal to each other. Okay, so now this is, let's assume 2x, and this is also 2x. Okay, in that case we are going to, let's be more proportional. Okay, the middle part of this line is somewhere here. Okay, and we are going to turn it like this, and we are going to draw a line here, and we are going to draw another line there. Okay, so now our roof is, let's use the same slope, 40% of slope there, and this roof part is 40% slope to there, and this roof part is 40% slope to there. This roof is 40% slope to that line. Okay, let's pass over the planes. Like this. And let's find out the gutters. There will be a gutter surrounding all here. Okay, let's put a downspout here and another downspout there, and one more here. Okay, let's put one downspout and another one here. And here in this building we are going to have our gutter right there, and we are going to have a gutter right here. Okay, and we need to have another gutter right there. Okay, partial one. Okay, because we need to put a gutter, or not need to, but it will be good to put a gutter right in front of all sloped planes of our roof. Okay, and if we draw a side view from here, or if we draw a section from here, okay, we are going to reach to this view. Okay, there will be a gable wall here, there, and there, and there as well. Okay, and even there. Okay, now let's take a new paper. Let's draw one final hipped roof drawing this time. Let's change the plan form from L shape to a T shape. Okay, so firstly, this is the first bisector line, this is the second bisector line, third bisector, fourth bisector, fifth, sixth. Let's combine these to each other. This is the easy part, in fact. We are going to have this, and we are going to have the bisector line and another bisector line right there. Okay, this is how we make the hipped roofs. Let's try to find out all the planes in this roof. First plane, second plane. First plane is sloped to here. Let's say that this time we use 30% of slope. Okay, slope will be chosen by the architect according to the climate and according to the roofing material that the architect chooses. Okay, and also you need to follow the regulations of the city, municipality. Okay, so this is the second, this is the third roof plane, this is the fourth one, and this is the fifth one, and this is the fourth one. Okay? If the building is even more complex, let's try to draw a more complex building. Okay, I hope I will try to, I'm not going to lose my concentration. Let's assume that you are working on a building like this. Okay, maybe I did it a little bit harder than I should. Okay, let's say that we have a building like that. How are you going to design a linear plane, linear sloped plane, or linear plane pitched roof to this building? There is a method. Okay, that method is very easy to do if you use a computer. Okay, if you use AutoCAD, because in AutoCAD we have ortho function. Okay, which is making the copies of lines inside and outside. And this is a polyline. If this is you draw it as a polyline, it will be very easy to draw these kinds of parallel lines. Okay, that is what we do to find out the shape of the roofs of complex form of buildings. Okay, we continue drawing these lines, and the important thing is keeping their distances from each other always equal. Okay, there's a line here. Okay, we are going to connect them. Okay, we are going to connect these lines. Okay, we have already this line. Let's connect that line. Okay, we have this line and that line right there. And let's connect these two lines to each other. And we have got one more line here. And the final line, okay, is there, sorry, and here. Okay, I need to erase this line. Okay, so now if I can find a better color, no, not an orange one. Okay, this one will be much better. Okay, here is our roof. This method for designing straight plane pitched roofs is called as drawing parallels. Okay, it's really very easy. Okay, you are just going to connect the connect the triangles to each other. Okay, yes, triangles, or you are going to convert triangles. Okay, so this roof plane is sloped to that direction. This one is sloped to here. This one, I'm not going to write the percentages now. Slope to there. This one is sloped to here, to there, to here, 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 to there, to here, to here, and to here. Okay, this is a cross. This is a cross hipped roof. Okay? Yes? Good, so now I guess we can talk a little bit about structural systems. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to draw all these. Okay, I want all these to be drawn. Linear plane roofs. Okay, and now what will we do? We are going to work about the structural system of wooden roofs, timber roofs. Okay, and in order to draw it, we are going to use the building that we used to work in studio hours. Okay, I didn't draw it well. I need to turn my hand like this and like that. Okay, this used to be this is the main entrance door. You remember that building, I guess. Okay, and this building will be a cross. I want you to work on this building as it has a cross gable roof. So let's faintly draw these lines. Okay, this is the section of our roof. Okay, like that. And we are going to have another line here and bisector lines. Not like this. This needs to be equal. I didn't draw it equal, I guess. Yes, this is much better now. Okay, we used to have building like this, and in this part of the building we are going to have a gable roof as well. Okay, so the two gable roofs are intersecting with each other. You remember the name of this? Okay, that was a valley. Okay, we need to put a valley gutter there. Okay, you remember that rainwater coming to here will fall to there, and rainwater coming there will fall to there as well. So lots amount of water is going to arrive there. That's why we need to transform that line into a gutter in order to make our roof watertight. Okay, this is a valley gutter. And below the valley gutter, what do we have? We need to have a beam. And what used to be the name of our beams in the wooden roofs or in any types of roofs? We call them as purlins. Okay, but let's start from scratch. Okay, so what are we going to do firstly? We are going to put roof studs in each 2 meters. Okay, I pass 2, 2, 2, 2, and the final one may be left 1 meter, and I'm going to put the final 2 1 meter close to each other. Okay, as far as I remember, the length of our building is something around 6 meters. Okay, which means that the distance from the ridge purlin to the sub purlin will be larger than 2.5 meters. That's why we are going to have a mid purlin. And in order to place a mid purlin, we of course need to place roof studs. Okay, and we are going to place roof studs right there also. Lots of roof studs we are talking about. I'm going to put one here, another one there, and one more there maybe. Okay, and now let's put the purlins. Sub purlin, it will be laid directly over my floor. Mid purlin will be placed above the first row of studs. I have my ridge purlin here standing over the roof studs. I have another mid purlin here. It ends there, and another one there, and I have my sub purlin here. Okay, and I don't have any sub purlin there. Okay, but it's not that easy. I need to put one more roof stud here, here, and here. Okay, and as far as I remember, this is something around 4.5. That's why I don't need to add any mid purlins. I'm just going to put a sub purlin here, sub purlin there, and the ridge purlin here. Okay, everything is almost finished. What should I do now? I should put my rafters in each 60 centimeters. I put a rafter like that. Okay, I'm not going to continue putting all of them. Okay, I will finish putting it. Okay, over the roof studs, what am I going to do? Let's draw a line like this, and maybe another line like that. Okay, and let's continue drawing the rafters until there. Over the rafters, what do I put? I put my roofing board. Let's say that it is roofing board here. Okay, and I have more roofing board right there. Okay, the roofing board has hidden everything beneath it. Okay, and here you see, okay, I changed my mind. Okay, I want to show some part of it. Okay, so I cut the roofing board out of there. Okay, in order to make you see something. Okay, so let's draw maybe something like that. Okay, So what do I have here? I have my rafters going there. Do you see those rafters? And I have got more rafters here. And as you see, the rafters are touching to each other at this point. Okay, can we tie them to each other? Not necessarily, and no need to, because I'm going to put right in this volley part a volley purlin. Okay, volley purlins are going to carry the rafters. Yes, like this. Okay, so okay, maybe it will be good to make some color here. Okay, so the brown part is representing what now? It's representing the roofing board. Okay, so let's write it. This is roofing board here. Okay, what else do we have? We have got here the volley purlin. What about this? This is a sub purlin. What is this? That's a ridge purlin. What is this that we have there? That's a rafter. What is this here? That's also a rafter. Okay, what is this here? That's roofing board. Nailed or screwed to the top of the rafters. What about this here? We have mid purlin there. Okay, now what will I do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw a section from here and from there. I'm going to name it as AA. Okay, and I'm going to name this as the timber roof structural plan. And I'm going to turn my paper like this, and I want to draw this section here. Firstly, this roof structure will be placed, I'm going to carry lines here and there, okay, will be placed over a floor. And what floor do we have underneath it in our building? We have maybe a reinforced concrete slab floor. Here is the column in the background, and here is the beam in the background. Okay, so what we do right in the middle of it, right here, we put the roof studs. Okay, over the roof studs, what do? We put the ridge purlin. And right here, what we do, let's draw some faint lines. We put our roof studs again. And right here, I'm going to have again my mid purlins, and at the lowest part I'm going to have my sub purlins. And above them, what do? I put rafters. Okay. Here I draw it slightly different than I draw it in plans. Okay. I have extended it a little bit, as you see. Okay. I'm going to extend them here, at least a couple of them, because what do? At the end of the building, I want the building to have an eave, maybe. Okay. The roofing board maybe comes until there, like an eave. Okay. The projection of the roof outside of the building. Okay. That will be supported by the rafters as well. Okay. And I'm going to draw more rafters there. Okay. Now my roof is almost finished. Okay. In fact, it's finished. Okay. I can directly cover it with my roofing board like that and like this. But I want to strengthen it. That's why I add a collar tie there, and I add another collar tie here and one more collar tie there, maybe. Okay, if you want, you can extend them until there. Okay, if you want to make the roof more strong and the attic space more crowded, full with structural members, you can do that. Okay, and right here I'm going to draw a rectangle. Okay, here is how it will be seen in large scale. This is my ridge purlin. This is the stud. Okay, this is what? This is the angle brace. Let's draw it more thick. Okay, it's coming from the, let's end it here maybe. Okay, and behind the angle brace, this is the rafter. Okay, this is the other rafter. Okay, going like that, and the collar tie goes like this. I cut the end points of it angled like this, and like that. And I'm going to erase these lines as well. Okay, now this is my rafter. Over the rafter I have my roofing board, goes like this, goes like that. And I have my collar tie here. This is my angle brace. And this is my roof stud. Finally, this is my ridge purlin. Okay, that's enough for this week. Okay, please don't forget to draw these as well. This is point A detail. So a detail, not a detail, a detail, a letter detail. This is section. What name we named that section as A section as well, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the name of the detail. Let's say that is X detail. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. See you next week. Bye bye.